if I wasn't a mariachi, I'd get into gymnastics.
What?
Because I don't want to be all bendy and shit. I want to know how to do all that. You know?
Why?
Why not? You don't want to be all bendy?
For mariachi?
No way. Like for myself. For my own extra activities. What's up, you guys?
How you guys doing today?
We are back.
Episode 10. What?
No, yeah. No, I thought maybe it wasn't episode 10, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is 10.
It's episode 10.
Yes.
That is 10 episodes of CharroBeans
That's 2
podcast.
months, bro. Oh, no.
No, you
That's a
always
month.
say no.
That's 2 months and 1 week.
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
Because we didn't do that one.
Feels
that
like
one.
3 years
Yeah.
since we started this.
I feel like a veteran.
A veteran?
Yeah.
A veteran?
A podcast veteran.
Yeah, we're getting syndicated maybe next week. So, welcome, guys. We're back with CharroBeans here with your hosts, Sammy and
I'm Victor.
I'm Victor.
How you doing?
How are you, man? We are back again from gigging. Wow. No, actually, before we get into gigging, how cool was that episode last week?
Me? You're asking me?
Yeah. Who else am I fucking asking?
I thought it was pretty lit, dude. I got to meet Tony Suniga.
You had never talked to him, right? You said?
Well, like I said, we didn't talk as much as he was yelling at me once.
Yeah.
It was a cool experience after, like, you remember it instead of living it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like shitting your pants.
Yeah, we hadn't he was our first guest, Tony, if you guys caught the last episode. It was cool because I still don't know what we're doing. Like with the podcast, we don't know what we're doing.
Oh, I thought you meant in live. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yes.
No, like in general, this podcast, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like kind of like going as well as I can. And we just hit him up, man, and he was like, it's like he said, like he doesn't know how to be a Facebook friend.
Yeah.
So I would like message him. I'd be like, I felt like a dude like on Tinder, like messaging like cold, you know, just be like, hey, what's up, girl, what's up? But I was just like, hey, dude, like, you know, like I'm Sammy. I remember he remembered me from past times that we played together and stuff like that.
Ooh.
But I still had to remind him who I was, you know, and just to get him to get on the podcast. And he wasn't messaging me back, and I was already like, nah, pues, whatever, you know. I'm used to getting rejected, so
Same.
It's whatever. But he ended up being down, and he said he was down to come talk to us. So I think that was so cool.
Yeah, he was super cool too.
Yeah.
Like I told you, he reminded me a lot of our boss Arturo. Like the way he talks.
Yeah, he has like this way of talking where he gets like real like serious, and then he's like real happy, or like not happy, but like he'll get real serious. That's how our bosses do.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know our boss, like that vibe that Tony gives, that's our boss.
That's our boss, yeah. And they're probably around the same age, I want to say. Maybe. I don't know. But point is, it was really cool to talk to him. I still can't believe that happened, dude. I really don't. Like, it was just very, like, surreal to me, like, to get him on the podcast. But
like a dream come true.
He was all like, podcast, you say? And I'm like, he's like, yeah, I'm down. And I'm like I was all fucking hyped or whatever. But it was cool. It was cool. I saw that a lot of you guys got to check it out and sharing it, and I appreciate that. You know, it helps us out a lot. So, you guys tell us who the next guest is gonna be. I don't know who it's gonna be.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. Nah, bitch, you're on every fucking time we're here and shit.
Yeah, but I'm not a guest.
Whatever.
I want to be special. No.
No.
All right.
Okay. Moving on. We had a very good weekend. Yeah. It was
good.
It was interesting for the most part. What had happened was we still don't have our planta back, dude, for Thursdays.
I know, I miss it.
I miss it so bad, bro.
It's the one that I want back. Like whenever Arturo was like, "Hey, we're going back to a restaurant," I wanted it to be Seafood Shack so bad.
So on Thursdays we play at a restaurant called Seafood Shack in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but we have two plantas. So we have a planta on Thursday, and that one is in Dallas. But then the next one is on Friday, and that one's in Grapevine. So anybody who's around here, they're from Fort Worth. They're maybe like 45 minutes away each.
Yeah.
30, 45 minutes, whatever. Point is, we have a cool planta on Thursdays. I like it more because we're inside and we don't have to deal with heat or any external forces, bro. Like, we're just in there. We just show up. We plug in the mics and we're ready to go.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is, they haven't called us back since this whole quarantine went down. So I think they're still operating. I think it's just that they don't want us back right now since they're not at full capacity and they're not letting people in and stuff.
Yeah.
But for sure, like, I miss you, bro.
Yeah, I'm sad.
It's
I don't
so
know.
cool.
It's just I like the vibe and like the people are really cool. Like the staff.
Yeah, the staff actually one of the staff members really likes us. The lady. What was her name?
Oh,
No.
Olga?
Yeah, Olga really likes
really cool.
us. She gets us waters, bro.
Yeah.
Which are like nectar of the gods, dude. Like when you're thirsty, like, and like there's a lot of times you'll play at a place and people don't give you water, man. They don't give you.
Yeah, you're like dying, sweating and shit.
Especially now in the summer, dude. Like we'll be playing there, and I just feel like every inch of the sun, like on me, dude, just creeping up, and like, oh my, I get goosebumps too. Like, do you get goosebumps from the heat?
I start sweating.
Oh yeah, me
too. To you.
But like, I start getting like these weird fucking like goosebumps everywhere and shit. Like, I think I'm like, it feels like I'm turning into like fucking, Spider-Man where he gets the fucking shit. Like that's what it feels like. I start getting all these things on me, and I'm like, whoa, like that's not the reaction I was expecting. I was expecting to sweat. But at least there, she gets us waters, and she asks like, "Do we need anything?"
It's inside.
It's inside, dude. Like planta inside, and then you can't ask the other meseros there anything because they won't give it to you. They'll just look at you like.
Which I mean, it's not their fault. Like they're all, it gets packed when we're there. Like a veces se llena bastante, and like sometimes they just have a lot on their plate. But this other lady, she never forgets us. Like she always brings us water or like asks us what we want. And she was really cool one time because remember I got sick.
You got sick?
Yeah, and she got me like tea. Like she made me tea.
Oh yeah, she got you like a tea.
Yeah, she was really cool. She's a very cool person.
Yeah, but we haven't seen her, dude, since like March and shit. And I was like, now we just have the planta on Fridays, which is cool too. But the thing about that one is that we're outside, dude. Like, it's a restaurant where like half is inside, half is outside. So we have to deal with the heat there. And I should talk about this. People have hit us up and said like, y'all can't complain about the heat. Like people in Arizona, like, okay, Arizona is hot too, bro. But
it is hot, but it's dry heat, man. Like.
Oh, I've never really been there.
Oh, I have, and it's just dry heat. Like I've been there.
Explain,
like,
so for people to fully understand.
It's basically like. It's more about like como la humedad, Like
humidity?
Like it's very como es desierto, no hay mucha agua en el aire. So what that means that when the heat hits you, you don't start sweating because there's not like enough like humidity. You know what I mean?
In the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you go to places like McAllen or like the valley, que están cerca del Golfo, like the ocean, like as soon as you get out, you feel heavy, dude.
It's like
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you feel like soaked, but you're dry.
Yeah, and then you start to really sweat, and then you feel fucking heavy. So, like I said, I understand it's hot, but it's not like humid hot where you just feel like suffocated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. That's for sure. Because I've also heard, like, we live here in Fort Worth, which gets hot, but the same thing about, like, I've heard of Houston. Houston is also, well, Houston has to deal with the fact that they're close to water, and then they have to deal with the fact that there's so many cars there that there's a bunch of smog and fucking pollution in the air that it's like it really is a different breed of hotness. So, but that's the thing. Like, we're not fighting with anybody for who's the hottest. We're all suffering here, bro. Like, we're all like over here dying iguales, So I'm just trying to say, like, it's hot, bro. It's hot for all of us. And especially us wearing freaking trajes that are made for, like, they really should be, like, for cold suits. Or, you know what I mean? Like, they're not made to be worn, like, in 100 and something degree weather.
Yeah, and that...
Which we do.
Yeah, that happened to me 2 weeks ago. Porque I went to go play with some guys. And there were funerals, dude.
Oh, funerals? Oh, funeral gigs are even, like, worse.
Eran one was with us con Allende. It was like 11 something.
This was like midday.
Yeah, so you know that's when the sun is right on top of you, right? Because it's about to get 12. And then the other one was at 2. So and it was
dead heat.
Yeah, dude.
Dead heat.
And then it was another gig after that. No, hombre. And that was sunset. So like half my face was fucking roasting.
You showed up and you looked like a lobster, way. Yeah. You were all red again.
See, like
you got off fucking
like it
burned.
was so hot. Like I'm not the type of guy that sweats fast, you know. Like it's funny because at gigs, like you guys are dying. So if it's really hot, I start sweating, you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's really hot when I start sweating.
When you start sweating, yeah.
And no, but like as soon as I walked out of that last gig, I went in my car and I felt chills because my car was cold.
That's what I'm saying. I get chills too.
It feels whenever you get the flu. You know, you feel hot, but you feel cold too.
Okay.
That's how it felt because my whole shirt was just like meshing into my skin because it was so fucking wet.
Pinche Aquaman, fucking like all like moist and shit.
I wish I was Aquaman.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's how it felt. So, I mean, like I said, we're all hot. We're all on the same planet, and it's fucking hot.
It ain't a competition, bro. That's all we're trying to say. Like, it's hot regardless. So, get back to the story. Like, so at the restaurant we play at, half of it's inside, half of it's outside. So we're outside and we play outside. But they have like plastic around the whole place, so like no sort of breeze gets in either. So it's almost like putting you like in a microwave. Like you're just in there and the heatness is all around you. And it doesn't help that we're wearing like the jackets and we're wearing long sleeves under and stuff like that. So there are times where I'll readjust my strap, dude, and the whole thing's like soaked. Like I'll feel the water on it, and I'm like, it's not sexy, dude, like at all, dude.
Really isn't? No, I mean I don't really get that. Well, it's because your strap is under your jacket, right?
It's because you have no fat to burn, Wayne.
Shut the fuck up. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. What matters is your internal body temperature.
Okay, fucking scientist over here. Fucking, I went to MIT and
that's technical institute.
I went to MIT.
You went to Texas State.
Yeah.
And you just got drunk there.
Oh, I got drunk. We're bringing up drunk already.
It's not fair.
Oh man, nah, but it was wild this week. This day at the planta, dude. This past week.
Oh.
It was dude. It was packed, root. Like it. Ever since quarantine started, and once we started coming back, because we were out of that place for a couple months.
Yeah.
When they finally opened back up and they told us to come back, little by little, like it started very small. Like we'd get 1 table, 2 tables, like in the beginning. Yeah. But dude, it's getting packed again, dude, and more people means more like heatness, dude. So
I mean, it's outside.
But that's the thing. It's got plastic around it, so there's no air coming in or out, dude. So it feels like a microwave. You're just sitting there like fucking to like reheated pizza way. You're just sitting there and you got to take it. And this past weekend there was a shitload of people, man, and they were going crazy, bro.
And the good thing now is that we know what to expect. Like we know the clients now, cause now we're like, dude, I hope. Like, we have a short night, you know, I'm tired or whatever. I want to go home early.
Yeah.
I hope you have hope, you know?
Yeah.
But now you're like, chinga, ya llegó esa mesa. We're going to stay here all night, you know?
So you get to know your clients enough to where you're like, when they show up, you're like, oh, okay, so we're good. Like, nobody here looks familiar. We're about to get out of here. As soon as we're done, we're going to be dipping and we're good, you know? And no, dude, as soon as, like, you see that one mesa or those people that come in that you know, you kind of like have like a fuck. Well, it depends how poor you are,
right?
Like if that week you're like, shit.
I'm always happy that I'm like, fuck yeah, we're gonna work today.
That's what I'm saying. So like if your wallet is like a little light that week, you're like, fuck yeah, like they're about to ask for a shitload of songs.
You even like los saludos con madre. You're like, hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, like, hey, you gonna ask for songs though, right? Fucking, you know what I'm saying? But but when it's like when you're like good or you're just tired and you see them come in, you're like, puta. Yeah, valió madre, dude. We're like, fuck, they got here.
You know what this means? You know what they? Well, never mind. Let's keep talking about our story. So, Lo?
So, no, we got usual clients, which is cool. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we're cool with
it. It depends on your mood, too. Like, if you're, we've talked about this, you know, if you're in a good mood, you know, things go faster and stuff. If you're in a bad mood, you might, like, struggle a little bit, you know. Yeah. But,
and now, it was cool. Now we're, like, a lot cooler with some of the people.
Yeah.
Some were a little bit too cool with, but like they're cool people for the most part.
Yeah, I mean we get good clients, which is good.
Yeah, like they get drunk and everything, and then.
But they're like that, like the happy kind of drunk.
Yeah,
too.
like I was gonna say like they get bad drunk, but they're like, hey, you want to drink? You want something? Yeah. We got tequila, we got beer.
For real, dude, it looks like a bar every time they come out. It's because our restaurant is BYOB too, so that's another reason. Well, you have mariachis and you have bring your own beer, dude. So
and they have free beer too.
And they have free beer
they
there.
Have, like,
so
a keg in the back.
It's literally like a kid who like, or like a dude that wants to go out and like really party. Like that's the place to go.
Yeah.
Because like you could just show up and get shit faced and everybody's like,
yeah, and
right.
Like the staff won't tell you shit either.
Yeah, like
because you're outside,
Dude, it was wild. Okay, so I don't know. Should we talk about it?
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Maybe not all of it.
I kind of want to say.
You know what I mean?
Is he ever gonna listen to the pod? Nobody listens to the pod.
All right, fuck it then.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we just won't be into specifics. Point is, we got these clients that always come in, and we already know, like when they walk in, we're like, ah, shit, we're about to play like a shit.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I think this weekend I was like, fuck it. I've been buying a bunch of shit. I need some cash. Fuck it. Have them come out, have them play songs, whatever. And they always get that happy drunk, bro. Like they always, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of my frat brothers. Like,
that's who we're talking about. Yeah.
So they remind me of my frat brothers. So like once they're down there, they're all like good guys, but like once they start drinking, they get like wild and rowdy.
And then they get in their fields. They start asking songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. But yeah, they get like rowdy, but like the good rowdy, like people you want to have around and shit. So then he comes out, and we start playing for him and or whatever. And they were drunk at this point, dude. They're just like, yeah, bien tomados, dude. And we're like, hell yeah, fuck it. He keeps asking for songs. Yeah. We're good, bro. We are good, and then like, so like his girl got like wild, bro. She was like, it felt like a damn like
she pre-gamed too hard, bro.
No, she pre-gamed and then she had the intermission. She had like halftime. She did the whole game, bro.
Yeah.
And she was So the whole time, point is, she started lap dancing on her dude, bro. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm playing over here, like, just watching, like,
yeah.
I was like, as long as he's paying us, bro, I don't care, dude. It's whatever. And, like, other people were just watching him, like.
Yeah, people are like, bro, like.
Yeah, dude.
There's kids here.
The kids were fucking playing. They were playing on their phone with it. They're just like, you know what's funny? Watching kids at gigs, and they're like they fucking hate the mariachi, so they're like.
Oh,
but they're watching something on the phone. I'm like, dude, you can't hear what you're watching. They're just like.
It's always funny, like that night, because they start asking for talon and we stay there till like 1 a.m.
Yeah. And
like some kids, she's like get like 3 chairs together and they like knock out.
Bro, that's why we have like we're estamos traumados, dude. We'll sleep through anything, bro. Cause like you said, you get 3 chairs, dude. A little kid lays down and just knocks the fuck out. We've had that happen so many times, cause like the people we play for at that restaurant, they don't close till 1.
Yeah.
And before they would close like at 3 a.m, so we would stay that long. And point is, like the kids, like they're there with their parents, and we have this joke, right? Like when they're playing or whatever, or we're playing, and we see like a kid knocked out, or like a kid like that just looks bored as fuck, just sitting there, and they just like that the kids are like, fucking hate my parents.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, hey Victor, look, that kid hates his parents, and the kids all like,
yeah, dude.
Well, like their parents are fucking taking shots and shit with the mariachis.
No, that also reminds me of that meme of Mr. Incredible.
Which one?
Where he gets home like todo estresado, and he's about to toss his car, and then he sees that little kid in a tricycle. He's like, "What you looking at, kid?" He's like, "I don't know, like waiting for something to be like amazing."
He's like, "Me too, kid."
Yeah. It's like, "Me too, kid."
Me too.
That's me. Like, when I see a little girl, I'm like,
"You all right, kid?"
Yeah.
The kid thought we thought, and you're like, "Man, I'm sorry."
No, when they're knocked out, I'm like, "Fuck, I wish that was me." Like, me too, kid.
For real, man. When you're sleeping, you see a kid sleeping, you're like, man, that shit looks so peaceful, bro.
Yeah.
I want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, man. Point is, the girl got crazy, man. She was dancing on tables and shit. Her guy was just like, I'll let you. I won't say anything, but let's just say he was like this the whole time.
He wasn't mad.
He wasn't mad. He was happy. They were good slaps. You know what I'm saying? But man, they were getting wild, dude. But I was like, hey, you know what?
And I thought she would stop after, cause it was like a cumbia thing we were playing, right? Or something that you dance to. That she was like, hey, I'm getting lit.
Yeah.
And then we stopped, and then she kept going. I'm like, sientas.
I'm like, you realize we stopped playing, right?
Yeah.
She's like still hearing shit.
Yeah, and like her man still isn't mad. They're just having a good time.
Hey man, but like I said, like it's cool, man. We're background music, bro. We're here to supply your good time.
Yeah, I guess we're doing a good job. If you feel that comfortable.
Yeah, dude. And I guess we'll talk about this. So it was a heavy night. I think we played all the way till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So we start there like at 8, finish like around 1-ish in the morning. Like before, we used to stay till 2, 3 in the morning. But point is, we actually played all the way till 1 a.m. People just kept playing paying talon.
Mm-hmm.
We charge 20 per song, dude. So sometimes I'm thinking like, anytime I'm making like a big purchase, like $100 purchase or whatever the fuck, I always think about it in terms of songs. Is that weird?
Well, I don't do it. Like, it's like those people. I've seen people be like, "Do you measure the distance? Like, I'm gonna go to Walmart. That's like 5 songs. You know what I mean? Like,
like music wise.
Is that what you're talking about? Like,
I just mean like.
Like,
I always think like, where do they get all this money? Like,
that is true,
to
man.
come in and just be like, because dude, we have like clients come in, we charge 20 per song, right? For them to come in and be like, I'm gonna drop $400 on you guys just to play songs here, and I'm just thinking like, where are you getting this money, bro? Like,
yeah, they get trabajas.
I mean, yeah,
to apply,
y'all hiring or what? So like they'll just like, so when I make a big purchase, I'm like, I buy like $100 worth of collectibles or some shit that I always buy, and I'm over here thinking like, dude, that's like 5 songs, like $100, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I feel bad when I make that much, like I drop that much money, and then I'm like, people be dropping this like nothing, like when we're just over there playing. Is it because they're a little bit drunk and they're just like, you know? But no, because you would learn from your mistake the next day, right?
Yeah,
you go home
and that's the thing too. It's always the same clients. You know, like we know the people, and they always like spend the same amount of money.
They always spend the same amount of money, and they always ask for the same song. And I'm like,
they might as well be like, "See you next week." You know?
Yeah,
that's what they do.
And that's pretty much what it is. Like they're like, "See you next week," and they come and they ask for the same songs, and we already know like what songs they're gonna ask for. And I'm just like, all right, you know, I mean, it's not gonna get better than last week. You know, like it's the same song, same arrangement, same players.
Or we always joke about that too, like, cause like in our group it's all about not consistency, but it's like we have like a type of way that we do a certain thing, you know,
like certain songs.
Yeah, or like a show type of thing, you know, like it's always the same type of like joke.
Okay.
And and they, like I said, they always come every week, and we give the same show basically, like the same stuff that we always say.
Now
that we always say. And they always laugh like it's the first time they heard it. If it were me, I'd be like, all right, that was funny, bro. Like, but this is the 10th time I'm here, you know?
Yeah, like we do the same jokes. We do the same show every week, you know? Or like the same, like they ask for that song. We're going to play it the same way. We're going to say the same joke in the song, you know, and everything. And they always laugh like it's the first time they've heard it. And I'm just thinking like, okay, you know, that's cool. I mean, if you really think it's that funny. But it's not going to change, you know? Like, so they always, I don't know. I always thought that was funny. I guess because I'm sober through this whole thing, I'm just thinking like, I guess I've always been the sober one. So like when everybody's acting wild, I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, damn, y'all really out here, you know, going wild.
Yeah.
So I always look at it through like sober lens, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool. You guys are cool, man. That's crazy. But so we had a pretty heavy weekend, you know, or that first day at least. So we had a friend come out from Austin to come help us out.
We're not gonna say his name because he's been a wop.
Okay. Well, we can't say his name for viewer discretion purposes or whatever. But the point is, he came to
my bad.
He came to play with us this weekend. Like I said, we have a vacant guitar spot, so he came to play guitar. And he comes from Austin, and I lived in San Marcos for 4 years of my life, being in college. So I gigged out there in Austin, and we kind of brought up this conversation because I was like, that was the first time he was playing with anybody up here, I think. Or has he played with anybody up here?
I think he's played with like
some of the groups.
Not a group, but like
Like
not
people?
not mariachi, like, cause like more of like a clásico type of thing.
Okay.
I think that's what he said, or more of like
Well,
a band
okay.
thing.
Well, I'm thinking mariachi.
Oh,
Like,
percussion.
okay. Well, has he played mariachi with you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, then I guess we were the first group he played with.
I think so. Cause he was saying how different it was.
Okay. So yeah, that's where I'm going to. So he was talking. The way we play is kind of different from like, different regions play different stuff. So I can't say what people play in Cali, Arizona, or even the Valley, which Victor lived in for how many years did you live there?
Not years, probably like under a year.
No, you were there longer, no?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you lived down there and you gigged down there.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so it's very different in different regions how we play. So like the way we play here is we come here, we to a gig, we play like 2-3 songs, maybe like a song or whatever, like just to kind of warm up the crowd, and after that it's pretty much whatever you guys ask for. We go out to the tables. Hey, what do you want to listen to? What do you want to listen to? Okay, we'll play this. We'll play everything, dude. Like, we really do play everything. Almost everything. We're not gonna go like you can have it your way, but don't get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we play almost everything. And when I lived in Austin or San Marcos, and I gigged in San Antonio and Austin and stuff, I noticed that they almost do like their own shit over there. It is very different from up here. So when I went down there, I went with the mentality of like, okay, I know all these songs, I can do all these by ear, whatever. Like I had this big rep already. Still not as big as now, but like I still had a pretty big rep. Shut the fuck up.
Ooh. Now you got my attention, bro.
I had this humongous rep.
I'm like, go ahead.
I had all this rep. So when I went down there, I was expecting that. And not to like shit on anybody, but it was easy working down there because they didn't really go out of their way to play anything out of the normal.
Like, como complacer?
Yeah, like, you know.
Like, did they ask the public for songs?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I noticed that was the biggest difference. So like we would go there, obviously we go, we play a couple songs, and then it's whatever the people want to hear. If the people don't ask for shit, then we're gonna play whatever we want to play, right? Right? That's usually how it goes. Mm-hmm. But when I went to Austin and I started gigging over there, a lot of the gigs were easy because we would go, and it's almost like we didn't have an interaction with the crowd. Like they would just be like, okay, we're here, we play Manitas or El Son de la Negra, whatever, and after that we just kind of called out our own songs, which isn't the fault of Austin people. It's just that's just how things are run over there. Mm. So I remember we'd get to gigs and play Son de la Negra, and then we'll just stand around for a while and they'll be like, Laureles. And they're like, you want to sing Laureles? Can you do it? No? Okay, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. And, we just go into it. And it's like, fuck, that was really different for me because I was like, well, we're going to ask, like, people what they want? And they were just, no, usually we just play our own stuff. And I was like, bueno, I was like, it's very different for me. So when our friend came up here from Austin to work here, I was like, so what do you think, bro? Like, because I think by that point we had gone to the break at Burritos. That's the restaurant. We finished and we went to the break. And I was like, hey, so how are you doing or what? And he's like, damn, man, it's so different. And I was like, I know how you feel, dude. I remember when I went to Austin, it felt very, very different. How was it over there in the Valley?
Well,
I've never been down there. The
thing is too that I work with like. When I got there, like, I had a number of a guy. Ya estaba viejito.
And you had a number of a guy?
Yeah, like, cause then I had a friend here. I had a friend over there. Mm-hmm. That knew a group. Okay. And I forgot the name of the group. It was something like, como un nombre indígena, like Tlaxcala or some shit like that. You know
it's like
Mariachi, like.
Like a Native American name?
No, Native American. Como nativo a Mexico, you know?
Like a Aztec name?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I like that. Like Tepeyac or something?
Yeah, it was something like that.
I don't know, something cool like that.
It was something with like a T and an L and then like an X somewhere.
Some Aztec warrior shit, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
And they were like older guys. Mm-hmm. Like, you can tell they were just minding their own business.
Okay.
And they knew songs. Like, whenever people were like, I can't know, they're like, oh, okay, cool. But they never, like, I think the biggest difference that I've seen and that I've talked with, like, our friend, was that there's no real, like, como organización. You know what I mean? Because that we do, like, if it's a birthday, usually it's a surprise, so we walk in playing.
Yeah, that happens a lot here.
We go in with a set. Like we play Las Mañanitas and then like this little cumbia, which I don't know the name of that cumbia. Felicidades.
I think it's called Felicidades.
All right, we play that, and then we do into the end. You know.
Yeah, it's like a little potpourri of songs to like. Yeah. It's like a happy birthday potpourri.
Yeah,
that's our like. Yeah, hey, we're here.
Like we walk in with a big, like it's your birthday,
surprise.
And these songs are for you to dance and like enjoy and have fun or like dance with your family, you know.
We show up and they're just sitting there like.
Yeah, watching. But that's what that is for. So they can get up, you know.
It's supposed to be like, oh shit, you know, like the client.
Yeah, and then we do complacencias, which our thing is, we have like a little MC.
Yeah, and, our violin player kind of acts as the MC.
Yeah, and
he goes around and like kick it in escuchar, you know.
Yeah, and he kind of just goes in and he's like, all right, well, we're here to please you, so we're gonna go like piden 3 canciones, you know.
Yeah, we almost always ask for 3 songs.
Right, and
we play those back to back.
Yeah, and then we play whatever they want, whatever they ask, or we try to, you know. Sometimes a veces si nos falla.
Yeah,
and then after that. Usually not all the time, but usually towards the end, if it's like quinceañera especially, like we try to like throw in como una cumbia or mariachi loco so they can start dancing, you know.
Yeah.
If they haven't asked for it yet.
Right.
And then we have like a little exit song, which for us is La Culebra. A lot of groups here in the north have that, which in the valley they do not, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I noticed that too. Like in Austin, they didn't do that.
Like there's groups that have like. There is usually a song, like for us it's La Culebra, another group has like Jalisciense, other people have like
it's kind of like the signal to say like, okay, we're done, guys, everybody.
It's like background music, so the MC can be like, all right, we're done, and they're either like we're done and have a good day, or we're almost done. You can ask for one more song.
Yeah.
What pilon, you know?
Right.
And then you just finish, you know? There's like structure to it.
Yeah.
You know? And they didn't have that where like in the valley.
So give an example. So you explained everything.
Okay,
so what happens over there? You got to a
basically
gig, what did you do?
You basically just like you greet the guys, right?
You greet your boys.
Yeah.
You're like,
exactly. And then you just walk in, you start playing, and you're like, all right, ¿cuál sigue?
Yeah.
And they kind of like stand around a little bit, and then they're like, no, pues la viquina, you know. And they're like, all right. Or like algo que estudiaron, you know, or whatever.
Something they practiced.
Yeah, and they're like, all right. Especially with like student groups, student.
They're
groups.
like younger.
They're like younger people that from like the university or
you've played with them before, and you're like, hey, let's make a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're more unorganized in that aspect. They don't go in with a plan. They just kind of like, let's play this song and then this.
That's
song.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's how Austin was. The only thing I guess like Mañanitas or whatever, but you walk in and you're just like, all right, well, what do you guys want to play? And I'm like, well, you're the boss, bro. Tell me what to play, you know. And it's a very different thing. So like when I went from San Marcos to there, I mean from here to San Marcos, like it was a big difference because I was like, are we not gonna ask with the people? And then it was funny because like, they would ask for, like, people in the crowd, that, you know, they yell shit out. They're like, hey, toquen whatever, you know. Toquen la que sea de José Alfredo or whatever, you know. And they're like, fuck, we don't know that song.
Oh, I heard, one time.
I'll be like, I know that song. You know, sí me acuerdo. But they'll be like, what?
No, dude, one time we were playing at Quince in the valley.
Mm-hmm.
And since they don't have a sound system either, right?
Yeah, you play it just.
Yeah, so when it's like a big salon that they kind of go from table to table.
Yeah.
Like they still won't ask you for songs, but like I guess so they can hear you better, you know.
Yeah, they
like
go table to table.
To give every table like the quality time.
Right.
And I was like the last one, like you're going to like a next part of the salon, and I'm like you were el último, and then one of the tables is like, oigan, se saben, I don't know, El Hijo del Pueblo.
Okay.
I'm like, sí, ahorita la tocamos. And I voy todo like full confidence, like, hey, ¿quieren El Hijo del Pueblo? And they're like, we don't know that song. I'm like,
they're like, did you just accept?
Yeah.
An invitation
that's what he looked like
to a song?
That's what he looked like. He's like, are you talking to people in the tables, bro? Like,
where the fuck are you talking to people? And you're like, oh.
We told you not to make eye contact. And I'm like,
¿Pa qué te traímos, güey?
Yeah. We brought here to play only, bitch.
And then I've had that happen before. They're like, okay, el hijo del pueblo. Fuck, we don't know that, guys. But we know this other one, the Jose Alfredo.
Oh yeah, that's what.
And they're like, bum bum bum. I'm like, but that's different, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not anybody's fault. It's just a matter of like, it's the way they carry the group. So they say, you know, this is how we're gonna do things. And there are other groups too that practice like full on pupurris. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, you're coming in and you're playing what you're gonna play, and you practice all these songs. Yeah. This is what you know how to play. A lot of we're in a group where they just happen to play every song, so we're the ones catching up. You know what I mean? Other groups are more organized in the aspect of like, okay, we're gonna play all this, you know, or whatever. But
and in the valley, I expected more of a challenge because you're closer to Mexico, dude. You know?
Yeah.
You expect people like, but then the thing was too that someone told me that they're like, yeah, but they can hire like mariachis from Mexico in that case, you know?
I guess.
Like someone told me that they're like, yeah, sometimes like people that actually want rap, they just hire someone from like Reynosa.
And then they come over?
Yeah.
Damn, that's some G shit.
Los que puedan, you know?
That's true. You can't just walk in, bro.
Yeah, no, man, that's kind of smart because I guess at the same time it'll be cheaper too, you know?
Yeah. Si les pagas en pesos.
Yeah.
I played in Mexico once, and they gave me like 100 pesos at the end. And I was like, does it? But I mean, that's what they pay over there, so it's whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I remember. So our friend from Austin, he was like, "Damn, dude, this is very different." And I was like, "Yeah, man. Like, for us, it's very like we're used to it. Like we're used to this kind of work." So sometimes I used to think like, I wonder how like the players like in other towns that I've met, how they would fare over here. Like, if they would be able to keep up, you know, because we don't play melody, so I mean, we just try our best. We just strum, you know. We're just like, yeah, I need to tune that shit. But we just try our best, you know. But it's whatever.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people like being like, yeah, I want to go gig with you guys. I'm like, see, vente, and then they leave me on red. And I'm like, puta man.
You're like, pues okay. No, but it was cool to have him out here, so you can really see. I remember, and at the end he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm tired." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, we kind of go hard here."
Oh yeah,
we kind of go hard, dude.
Which I mean, we get it. Like you're used to like a certain amount of work.
Yeah, dude.
So like, cause when he explained it too, he said that a planta over there, like, you're done by like 10:30 p.m.
Yeah, like over there, you play until the restaurant closes, which is like 10.
And I'm like, bro, that's the end of our first break.
Yeah, dude. Over there, I remember that they would be like, I guess, do we have time? Maybe. I have a little story about that in Austin. I was playing with this group, right? I think I told you this. I don't remember. I was playing with this group, right, in Austin, and it's in 6th Street, which is, if anybody knows, like, it's in the middle of downtown Austin, and that's where all the the people go like to the bars and stuff.
Like if you're from Fort Worth, it's basically 7th Street, you know?
Yeah, it's like 7th Street in Austin, but everybody knows what 6th Street is. Anyway, we had a planta there, and I remember, like always, I'm fucking late, dude. So I'm like hauling ass to Austin, and anybody that knows Austin is that they got hella traffic, like for no fucking reason. They could be a fly on the ground, and they'll fucking back up 35 for like 40 minutes at least. And I remember just like driving my ass all the way to Austin. Show up in my traje, you know, and I get to the restaurant, but I didn't realize. I think it was my first time playing there, and I was like, fuck, like where am I gonna park? This is downtown fucking Austin. So I started going in circles, dude, like over and over and over again, and I'm like, fuck, I can't find anything. So then I finally find this, like, it was right by the restaurant. It was actually right there, right by the restaurant, but you had to park on the street. Mm-hmm. So that, you know, with the parking meters and shit. And here in Fort Worth, I think after 5 or 6, it's free. Same thing in Dallas. So over there, I think it was the same thing. I remember Googling it on my phone. I think it was the same thing, like after a certain time. I could be wrong, though. Point is, I pulled up, I parked. The only sign that was there, it said no parking after this time or whatever. But I was in the clear. Or so I thought. So then I went to the planta. I walked across the street, went to the planta. We played. I think it was over like at 10:30, bro. And I walked out, and people were starting to show up. And there was like hella people, and I was like, "The fuck is going on here?" You know. Yeah. What I didn't realize is that day they were gonna close 6th Street because there was like some parade or some fucking bullshit going on. Ooh. And I walked out, bro, and I see like my car, and I saw a tow truck, and I'm thinking like, oh shit. So I start fucking booking it in my traje, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And I got like closer, right? And they were towing the dude behind me. Like I was parked right here, and then the guy in front of me was getting towed. Like they already had his shit
They're
connected.
looking at you like, you're next, bitch.
Yeah. So I felt like fucking Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, bro. Because I started walking, I was running, right?
Yeah.
And I see him like towing, and I'm just like, oh, so I like slowed down, and I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna know that it's me, you know? So I just like started like creeping towards my car, had my key out and everything. And I see him like towing his shit, dude, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm next, dude. Like I was hella scared. So then I went to my car. And like real low key, kind of made it look like I was stealing it, bro, because I just kind of went by it.
Just break the window, like,
dude, yeah. No, like I went to the car and I just unlocked it and I fucking started. I felt like it was gonna be like those scary movies. You know, they always get to the car and they try starting the car and it never fucking works. Yeah. I was like, you know, and I was expecting some shit like that, but I got in my car, it turned on, and I hauled ass out of there, dude. I was so scared, because like I've been towed in Austin before,
bro,
for no fucking reason, dude. Like it's like a hobby for them. They're like, me lo robar, they pull up, fucking tow your car, and fuck, dude. I fucking
like,
hate that.
There's nothing else to do. They're like, you see that car? Yeah, I'm gonna lift it.
I'm gonna lift that shit.
Or like trying to impress some girl. They're like, ¿cuál te gusta? That Lancer?
That Lancer.
Just fucking pick it up.
Yeah, dude, I was shitting bricks, so like I hauled that side of that. I was like, I'm never coming back again, dude. But then I went next week or the week after. But I had to, you know. Yeah. But yeah, man, Austin. Yes. So Austin. So the point of this whole story was, he was tired, man. I mean, it's because it is heavy, and yes, okay, we didn't have that much, because we only had a serenade and 3 hours. But you know we've had those like fucking 6-7 hour days or whatever. Yeah, so it wasn't too heavy or whatever, but. We'll see what happens, you know, but it was a fun time. Good times. And one thing I wanted to talk about too, real quick, what up with all these people taking photos now, bro?
It's always been like that.
I know, but like now in the age of social media and shit, I get it. When we're done with our gig, right? We're already like, we try to play. Obviously, we play the whole hour, right? We get to like. We start at 7:30. We get to 8:30. Like that's it, right? That's done. At that point, someone asks for pilon. Fuck, we're fucked. That's another 5-10 minutes or whatever the fuck, right? And then we start putting up, bro. We start leaving. You know, we start putting up our system. We start leaving, and then like at this point it's like 8:40. You know, 8:45. You know, we're already taking 15 minutes to get the fuck out of here. And then people are like, "Foto mariachis," and I'm like, "No, like." Ask for it right away or not at all. Yeah. They've been getting cute with it, bro. Like we're already like in the van, dude. They're like, dice mi mamá que si pueden tomarse una foto con el mariachi. Dude. So then I voy, I'm like, because at the end of the gig, dude, I take off all my shit, bro. I start stripping because like my shit's already all drenched and whatever. I take off my jacket and my moño and everything. So I'm like, son of a bitch, like putting on the moño again, like, God damn it. I feel like an old cranky old man. I pull up and I'm like not even, I'm mad at all the pictures. I'm like, I'm not even happy anymore. This is your fucking fault.
No, I feel
and
like
then I punched the quinceañera.
I think we're just a little bit more conscious of it now.
I guess.
Because we have to keep our distance. Because some people some people don't give a fuck. Because we've always done it.
Yeah, but
every gig it's always like that. We're trying to leave and they're like, photo, which is.
And then the other thing that gets me too is that it's like 19 people taking the pic.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, y'all all, only one of y'all needs to take it technically. I just send it around. Like y'all, there's like 18. It looks like paparazzi, dude. Yeah. And not the good kind. It's just like a bunch of random people. And now they have my face on their phone, bro.
No, I'm always gonna hate when they're like, get closer to her or something. Like, bro.
Especially right now.
Yeah, right now. I mean, I didn't mind back then, but now I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Like. Not for me, but like with this whole thing, I don't want to get my family at risk.
We're taking a pic, and like, say you're the quinceañera or the lady we're playing for.
Like,
I'm like,
yeah, like
we're like this, right? Yeah. And she's like, no, hazte pa acá, and I'm like,
hey, we,
you know,
yeah.
A ver, ¿qué traes ahí, güey? ¿Y ese paquetote, güey? But yeah, man, they've been getting too cute with these pictures, bro. Like at these last couple gigs, man, I've just been noticing it a lot. I'm like, dude, like. Ask for us right here and now, dude.
Yeah.
What if?
Like some
Now
like
I'm
you
just
can
mad.
tell our boss thinks the same because sometimes when we finish, he's already like vénganse para la foto, you know.
Yeah.
Like he already knows it's
Yeah,
gonna
they're
come.
gonna ask. Yeah, right.
But sometimes he forgets, or like sometimes we just want to leave, and they're like, "But wait,
There's more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking ladies. Now I'm mad.
That's how it be, bro.
Let's get into Charro Chat, dude. We're running out of time.
All right.
Charro Chat. Charro Chat. Charro Chat. Pull it up, bro. Pull it up.
Yeah,
Just give me a question. Fucking rapid fire. I'll answer it right here.
bro,
now.
I'll do it, bro.
Do it, bro. Just answer.
I'm like,
I don't even give a fuck.
why is Sammy so cute? From Big 97.
From Big Vic 97. Come on, bro. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Give it to me raw, bro.
All right. This one is from Sandia 56.
Okay.
She asks, talk about y'all's experiences at Mariachi conferences.
I love them, bro. I love conferences, especially because I haven't been there in... The last conference I went to was 6 years ago, in 2014.
That's when I went to. Was 2 years ago. I went to.
Yeah, you got to go like 2 years ago. You took like a week off, right, from Mariachi with us?
Which I really enjoy now.
Yeah, it was... So it's because you went as an adult. Or
that's the best thing, dude. Like, if you're in school and you graduate or whatever, like, go by yourself. That's badass.
Have you gone to any other conferences other than Albuquerque? Not counting high school and college or whatever.
I want to say yes, but I forgot. Oh, I've gone to Festiva.
Okay. But it was still out of school. Because Albuquerque is technically like its own thing.
Yeah.
And then they bring out like mariachi legends and they come and
Extravaganza too. That was after I graduated though.
Oh.
Like I don't. Whoops.
The reason I ask is because like Albuquerque for me was like the funnest time.
Yeah.
Like
it is the funnest one.
I got to go twice. Yeah, I got to go twice. Once in high school, we went together.
Yeah.
And then 2 years after, which is 2014, the last time I went was with Texas State. And I went, and the professor didn't give a fuck, so we just like chilled. There was only 4 of us. Shout out to them at Texas State, but we just got to do our own thing, man. So it was cool. But you got to do the cool thing because you weren't like affiliated with anybody. Like you just showed up, right? Like your own person. I was
a spectator.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Because people were like Yalarpa or something. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm just here to chill, you know.
And you ended up playing with the masters, right? The master class. Was that not your harp then?
No, that was the harp teacher's harp.
Ivan?
Yeah.
Velasco?
Yeah.
You let you borrow it? That's cool.
And no, it was really cool because you can basically do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You know, I went in there and I kind of like I went to a harp class because I mean, Ivan Velasco's like
world renowned.
Yeah, like it's always good to get a class from someone like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got kind of like not bored, but I was like, a ver qué más hay. So I started like walking around, and it was like a little convention center.
Yeah.
Right. And I met some people, or some people like they were like, hey, you're like, I have you as a friend on Facebook, you know?
Yeah,
or
you're that guy.
Yeah. And then we started talking.
There's a lot of that.
We started talking and shit, and I met so many new people. Like just going by myself because they're like, hey, like I've seen you somewhere, or I'm like, hey, you're that person.
Guy, yeah.
And it's a lot funner compared to being with or having like a program that you have to do. You know?
Go ahead.
Because when you're with a school, they're like, los quiero aquí a este tiempo, and you're gonna eat at this time, and don't skip the class or you're gonna get in trouble. You know?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like with Texas State, it was cool because we weren't there to compete. We just kind of went as an opportunity with Texas State to go. So. It was just us 4, so it's not like we could even compete anyway. It was just literally me, 2 violin, a vihuela, and a trumpet, like, you know. Yeah. So we got to do our own shit. Like it was just kind of like we went there as a group just to like feel out the plays. We did the classes, but like we didn't have to compete. We didn't have to worry about that shit going over fucking potpourris or whatever like for the competition. That was the best for me because we were just chilling, bro, and that's why I miss it. Because now I want to go as like I don't want to say I'm wiser now or anything, but like I'm older now.
You're more woke.
I'm more woke. That's probably what it is. But Albuquerque was a good time, and I really want to go back. And we wanted to go this year. Yeah. Remember, I told you like early in the year, like, hey, bro, so we're going to Albuquerque because you went 2 years ago.
Or if not, I was planning on going by myself.
Yeah. So I was like, let's go, bro. You down or what? And he's like, no. And I'm like,
I gotta ask my mom.
Does the mom has to sign the permission slip? Or, do I have to bring lunch? No, no. But we want to go back. Maybe in 2021 if all this clears up.
Yeah.
Be cool. Be cool to have some like live CharroBeans over there with some cool people. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and like I said, like if you haven't gone by yourself, like do it, dude. Because it's so much fun. Like everything is funner. You know, you meet like all these people. Like you don't worry about like a schedule, or you don't have to worry about getting like some shitty lunch from like Chick-fil-A. Like you can just go somewhere in the city. You know, which is what I did. We just went to like this little place like down the street.
And the other cool thing is you see mariachis out of their on stage personality, you know? So you meet a lot of people that you only know or you've only seen through videos or at concerts. You see how they are in real life. Sometimes that's good or bad, you know.
Yeah, it just depends. It will be an eye opener.
Yeah, you know,
you had never experienced.
Yeah, you get to meet them in another situation, which is cool. That's how I like talked to Tony, and I saw him again there and stuff, like just to get close to him and talk to him there. That's cool.
Yeah.
You see how they are in real life, you know. So that I feel like everybody, even now, shit, you could be 40 years old. Nah, don't be 40. I don't know. But point is, go to one of these conferences. They're very cool, just to get to interact with people. Like I said, now with social media, as big as it is, like everybody like has probably seen you. They say the mariachi world is small, dude. You end up running into people. So it's just cool to do something like that. So I suggest everybody do it. We've had a lot of cool experiences. Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about it more next time, but it was really cool. Next.
Oh, shit.
Rapid fire.
Nah, you pick it. That was your question, that first one.
Oh.
I forgot which one I was going to do.
Okay, let's go. What did you say you were going to do? I don't remember. This one's just funny. At the Litro Nitro, what looks worse, diaper traje pants or package cleaver traje pants?
Fuck.
So I think he's saying like diaper pants, like the pants don't fit you right, and you look todo desnalgado, you know, you look like you're wearing cholo pants, or like tight pants where you see the bulge.
For me, it's none. Like I like the like my pants are kind of, they're a bit looser now, but they're like comfortable fit. They're not tight or loose.
You compared them to pajamas, right?
Did I?
Yeah, I forgot which ones you got. It was the black one or white one. But you said you put them on and they felt like pajama pants.
Oh, I think it's the white ones because they're made of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, they're not tight and then they're not like loose either. They're right in the middle. Yeah, you
can still see like my little leg shape, but you can't. Yeah. They're not super tight where like they cut my the circulation. Right. Or loose enough where you don't. It looks like fucking gangster pants.
But then nobody can see your bulge, bro.
I have no bulge, bro.
Nah, for me, I don't have a choice. They're gonna be tight pants no matter what, bro.
I mean, you can just make them looser.
If I make them loose, that's the thing, dude. Like when you're short, you don't have these problems. When you're short, and the wider you get, you just look shorter. So if I get bigger pants, I'm just gonna look like the 90s. You know when they have like those big old fucking pants? Like that's what they're gonna look like. So my only choice is to go tight. Yeah. And the bulge is out there, man. There's nothing I can do about that.
Because if they're too tight, like that's just uncomfortable, you know? Because I've had the pants that I had before my black that I have right now, they're fucking tight, man.
But like I said, I don't have a choice, so I have to go with the tighter pants. Like I have to. Like that's just what's gonna happen.
Nah, you always have a choice, Sam.
You never have a choice.
You just wanna look good for us.
Okay.
I said what I said.
But yeah, I guess for me it's the bulge pants because I mean it's gonna be there regardless. There's nothing I can do about that. Plus the ladies look. I couldn't even finish that.
They're like, ugh.
We talked about this, dude. We have no game.
Oh yeah, we're ugly, dude.
We're ugly. We're not the type to get women's attention. So that's why we're in the background. We don't go up to sing. Yeah. Nobody wants to see this. You
Which is like, because there was another question that's like, any crazy thing you do, and I'm like, dude. Like, we're basically, like, already, like, we live lives of, like, 40-year-olds. Like, we're just chilling. We're biting the bag. We get no clout. We get no girls. We get no nothing. We're just...
We're very much, like, retirement home at this point. like me, I'm married. Victor's single, but
I'm still ugly, so
he really out here though.
Nah.
Hey, ladies.
My DMs be like Sahara Desert, bro.
My DMs look like
They make the desert look like it's wet.
Oh man, your DMs look like a clearance section.
Right.
All fucking
Just break
empty.
Yeah.
Nah, same, bro.
Bitch, you married.
It's my mom. It's my DMs are my wife sending me memes. Or like, I want this.
I'm like, hey, bro, that's goals. I'm the one sending you memes. What do you mean?
Moving on.
Wow.
Go to the next one. Come on.
It's fake as fuck. Oh shit, I got another one. Where did two?
Come on, we got
Or three.
We're doing rapid ones right now.
Okay.
Just give it to me, bro. Give it to
Austin
us raw.
J. Do you guys ever do talon?
What do you say?
Nothing. I'm skip them.
Yes, we do talon all the time.
Yeah.
If people asking, we're playing, bro. Give it to me,
bro.
Give it to me.
Oh, okay. This from, I don't know. His name is Dylan, but I don't know how to fucking say his username. It's DLO/Baker.
D-Lo Baker.
Yeah, DLO Baker.
Okay.
Yeah, change that, bro. He says, what's worse, playing in direct sun or playing out in the cold when it's dark and the sun sets?
Oh, that one's hard, dude.
Ooh.
Because we talking about this, but Texas is very hot and it is very cold. There's like
it's not between.
You only get that in between nice weather like for maybe a month or two. Then it's either too hot or it's too cold.
Yeah.
Fuck though.
I'll say I'll take the sun.
Really? I'll take the cold.
And yeah, I saw that coming.
Okay, explain your answer.
Just
Why would
because,
you
like,
rather be in the hot?
Just because you're sweating and shit, but when the breeze hits you, that shit feels cold.
But what if there's no breeze?
Then there's a chingaste.
Because he said direct sun, so I'm thinking worst of the worst. So you got the worst sun, and then I'm thinking the worst cold.
Yeah, and like when you're playing, like if I'm in the cold, dude, or like the worst cold I've gotten, like no tocas bien. For me, like
yeah,
you know, you like your instrument sounds different too for some reason.
Yeah.
It could have been like your hands being different, but sometimes it just sounds different. You feel different. Obviously, you can't do this in pisadas because you don't have the agility anymore.
Yeah,
as much as you used to do. So I feel like with the heat, at least you have that, and sometimes you get a breeze. Sometimes you won't. You know, ni modo. You have a water. You can get a cold water to drink, compared to if you're in the cold. What are you gonna get?
Okay, are you done?
I'm not done.
Now I want to say my
go.
Are you done though? Is that as good
sure.
as you can get it to why the hot is better?
Yeah, I don't feel like fighting.
So, okay, the cold though. Think about this: you can wear more things to combat the cold though.
Okay. So,
I can wear under my traje a sweater. Or not a sweater, but like a thin, right? Fucking show up to the gig like this and shit. No, but I can wear like a long sleeve plus the white shirt, right? The button up, plus like my jacket, and then sometimes when it's cold, we get to wear the pinche
el
sarape,
which
you
don't
know?
Fucking work. That's what I'm.
Yeah, they kind of don't work. Whoever designed that, they kind of work, but the front, but from the sides, if it's windy, all the wind is coming this way. So the sarape, I don't know, bro. It's a little sus. Hey, but you look cool though.
Yeah, I guess.
You kind of look cool. It kind of looks like an accessory that like makes you stronger, like a superhero. Like you put it on, and you get more powers. I don't know, bro.
Moving on.
Anyway, you can put on more clothes if it's cold, but I can't take my clothes off to get cooler when it's hot.
Okay.
So in the cold, I can put on more clothes and be warmer. If I take off my clothes in Mariachi, we gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like the cops are getting called, you know, and they're gonna be like indecent exposure, arrest that man.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the cold is better because I can cover up more. And the thing you said, you don't play the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll have those gigs where like they put us like in a corner and it's like fucking freezing and we're just playing and then they have like their fire over there. I fucking hate that. Because one, you're freezing your ass off and they're kind of warm. And then second of all, you're going to smell like fucking leña when you get home because they've been burning all that wood.
Vas a oler a leña de otro hogar.
Yeah. Yeah. So you smell like the fucking wood and shit, right? So, where was I going with that? Oh, so with the cold, you say you don't play the same. Well, yeah, but I kind of prefer that because now I don't have to do anything fancy. Like literally, I can't move my hand when it's cold. So like it locks up when you're playing a ranchera. Like you're just doing this, right? Chun 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 chun. Okay. There's not much you can do, or like even when it's a son, like your hand's stuck, but all you're doing is the simple like manico. So I kind of like that because you can kind of be lazy. You're like, oh, I can't do anything else, bro. Like I'm fucking freezing. I'm sorry, you know.
That's your point.
That's my point. I'd rather be warmer, put on more clothes under my traje, because I've done it before too. I've worn pajama pants under my traje, so that my legs are good too. I've even worn like 2 pairs of socks because the botines are made of the most like fragile shit. Like whatever temperature is around them, it'll adapt to that. So like when it's hot, your fucking boots are burning. They start like melting and shit. Mm-hmm. So with the cold, you could put on another pair of socks and then you feel warmer. So what I'm saying is I could combat the cold better than I can fight against the hot.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's your opinion, bro. I had 3 points. You only had 2.
What was your third point?
What was it? It was breeze.
Exactly.
It was breeze. Exactly. Cold water. You can play the same.
Exactly.
So there you go. I won this round.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you for playing.
Then your cold water, I'd rather get a fucking hot chocolate.
Which you're not gonna get in a fucking gig, Sam.
Or yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
not all the gigs.
Yeah,
every gig has cold water.
Fuck
Name me every gig that has fucking ponche or some shit.
Okay, but when it's cold, they do, or at least café.
Oh, ¿Qué te va a hacer café? Get
un cafecito. No, Luis always gets a coffee somehow. I don't know how.
At the when we do a gas stop.
Yeah, but point is, I prefer the cold. If worst comes to worst, I prefer the cold.
And that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Oh, next.
One more.
Shit.
Fuck
One more? Okay, this is gonna be a weird one. This is from Zieri. What's a common myth about mariachi, and can you debunk it?
What's a common myth?
Yeah.
About mariachi?
We are the myth, bro.
What's a common myth about mariachi, and can you debunk it?
Yeah, I feel like the biggest, or not a myth, but what they say a lot about charros is that they get drunk all the time.
I'm like, yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's weird. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, we don't all get drunk all the time.
We don't get plastered.
Yeah.
We'll drink every once in a while. I'll drink every other few months, but we don't get straight up drunk. How people think we do, because that too, you've seen novelas or people that don't that argue. They're like, no, you're with that mariachi, borracho,
Oh,
that's what they call you.
Yeah, that must mean that you're a fucking drunk all the time. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, okay.
Or like a drug addict.
Yeah.
Which there are, but
there are that.
So
yeah.
Igual en todos los trabajos,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's dudes at Little Caesars right now that are fucking hammered, bro.
Yeah, but
making your pizza. And shit.
But not every group is gonna have any of that.
Yeah.
Some will drink, some will don't. Some will do drugs, some don't. So
that's true because I mean, you actually drink not all the time, but I'm saying right. like they offer you a shot, you're more inclined to accept it. But like me, I've never been a drinker, so people, I joined a fraternity in college, and they used to they fucking. Their mind blew up when I told them that I don't drink, and then I'll tell other people when I used to be in school, sorority girls would ask me you want something to drink? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm drinking water or Coke or whatever. They're like, you don't drink?
They're like, whoop.
They're like, fucking pussy, whoop. Fucking drink it,
Whap.
And I was just like, no, it's just not for me, So people are like, how are you in a frat and you don't drink? And I'm
that is true. Why are you in a frat and you don't drink?
I wanted to buy my friends.
Wow.
Yeah, it was no. It just seemed like a good idea to do, and I really loved it. I loved. I'm frat, bro. 85, bro.
Sus.
But I don't know. Not all mariachis drink. Some of them don't. We stay sober throughout the whole thing. So I'm watching y'all's drunk asses go crazy. But I'm over here chilling. That's one myth that is true is mariachis are always late. Almost always late. Not always, I guess, but they will be late. I'm sorry. It's just sometimes not our fault. We talked about it. you know, we'll just show up whenever we can because, I mean, we're probably busy.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not our fault. Sometimes, you know, like I said, like we're trying to take pictures for like 20 minutes.
That's y'all's fault.
Or like there's traffic sometimes.
Or maybe we need to get a hot dog or something. We stop by the gas station.
We're hungry, dude. Like, we'll work all day.
Yeah, so maybe we just wanted to make a piss stop. Or one of us had to take a piss, and we had to stop to get, you know, like, it happens, you know.
We're human beings.
We're only...
I get it. Human beings.
Human beings? But, yeah, I mean, that's all I can really think about. Myths.
There's another one, like, from classical musicians that would say that los mariachis son muy desafinados, or they don't know how to play. Which is also bullshit, because there's a lot of great players out there that come from mariachi, that are born into mariachi, and they like grow up to be great players. Yeah,
I mean, it goes back to what we were talking about with Tony. Like, we play our shit, you play your shit. Like, just be happy, you know. Like, we're out here just playing our music. Like, okay. You put one of those orchestra guys in here, they might not play the same. You know, that's just what happens. You know.
Well, I mean, that works both ways, but yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you put a mariachi in orchestra, it might not be the same.
Yeah.
But hey, man, if they want to talk about it, we just whoop their ass. It's whatever.
Yeah, I've been dying to throw hands, bro. If you follow me on Twitter, you know, right?
At.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I don't know if there's any other one.
We're going quick, bro.
There's a craziest thing y'all did in a gig. This is from Texas.fish.
Craziest thing I ever did?
Yeah.
Like I said, dude, I'm sober. I'm like, one time I had 2 sodas. It was wild.
Fuck. So there's times. No, I don't want to talk about that. Should we talk about that?
What?
Like when I do get like a little bit drunkish. Like.
We talk about the last time, not the last time, but the time before that.
Oh no!
I'm like the time before that one. No. No, I guess I'll talk about I remember the one semi recently. It's because, Victor, when he gets a little tipsy, he starts going. He's a very quiet, reserved dude. So like when he starts drinking a little bit and he's starting to like feel it, you really notice the change.
Yeah, dude. I'll go up to you and be like, "I love you, bro."
And I'm like, "Damn, bro, like for reals?" And
you're like, "Damn, for real?" And I'm
and you start getting like real like not aggressive. But kind of aggressive. I remember the thing I will always remember is
man,
he was a little tipsy, but he was like we were at this gig where people want to sing, you know, like tócame esta, so we start playing that song or whatever, and you know they just kind of fuck it up a little bit, you know. And pinche Victor was like, canten bien. He was like, sing right, goddammit. He was just yelling that shit, and I was like, cállate, güey. I was like, dude, they can fucking hear you. He's like, pues no canta, güey. and then like when the música came, they're like, oh. I was like, who the fuck is this right now? What the hell?
That wasn't me. That was Manuel.
That was Manuel. Okay, that's it, bro. We gotta get
it. That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Fuck.
We had like 3 left, but sorry, guys.
I guess you guys aren't special enough. Try again next time on that. No.
Yeah.
I guess we're done with this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thank you guys for listening to us and coming back to our 10th.
Coming back.
10th
episode, man.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there. What should we remind them about? Stay tuned for next week. Rate us, please, on Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star. We have 40 ratings. So what? 40, yeah, we have 40 ratings on there now. So if you guys could please give it a like or give us a little review so that other people can see that.
Yeah, and, I'm honestly very curious what you guys think.
Yeah, we want to hear from y'all.
Because we've heard a lot of, like, from what I've seen, like, I've checked a lot of the reviews, but the ones that I've read, they're like, this is interesting, you guys are doing this, whatever. Yeah. So whatever you guys think or any ideas or something, you know?
If you guys have any ideas about the show or any suggestions or anything, just anything that like gives us sort of feedback, give it on the message us, comment on the stuff, rate us.
And it's anonymous anyways, right? Like, it doesn't show your name.
On Apple Podcasts, it gives like your Apple ID, I think. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we don't give a fuck, dude. You can talk shit about us. Don't give a fuck. Like, we'll just roast you on here, but no.
Yeah.
No, but any ideas? I mean, we're trying to grow this, or like, and maybe a guest for the next time. We'll see what happens. But if you guys have any suggestions, please like rate, comment, Like, subscribe on YouTube. What else?
Oh, yeah, we're on YouTube. Google Play?
Google Play, Spotify, all that shit is up. And just thanks for listening.
Yeah, guys. Have a good day.
Have a good rest of your week. And we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Where are we gonna go?
You hungry?
Yeah.
¿Cómo te está?
Okay, yeah.